All right, we're going to do one more of these kind of recreations of games. I mean, I might do more after this, but the last one for a while, I think. Here is the position we have a screenshot from. We think this is from the group stages or first round, or maybe it's a practice game for, I think, SE Quistis, but we're not sure entirely. On the other hand, I think I've I've not thought a ton about recreating this one, about like exactly how we got here. But I think if you look at this position, there's a pretty natural way to get here, and I've just assumed that's it. And we're gonna go over the game. I don't actually know who the players are. I think there's a chance Didgeridoo Master is Piggyman. I think there's a vague chance it's myself, though that seems unlikely to me. Um, not just because they're in trouble here, but I was going by goofy names at the time too. I would switch, and I was also in elites, but I never had elites as a separate part of my name, as you can see on the right. I only had the pluses at the start and end. Kind of a mystery who these players are. On the left might be Yoshikin. If so, I think Yoshikin played a really nice game here. Yeah, we don't actually know who's playing this one, but I think it's an interesting game. I think very clearly the starter was 4-1, 4-1, and 9, getting rid of the weakest card in the hand, the low level early. This is an extremely logical thing to do. I believe it was met by 4876 here. I think this is the most natural way to get to our needed position. Now, if that's going to be taken, it can be taken with an 8 facing out, but seems like blue should have enough things to attack. It's not too scary. Maybe it's pretty scary. Yeah, there's only 2 ties here. They are the kind of natural moves of get rid of your low level card while taking something, or take something while setting up a threat in 5 that your opponent doesn't have as well. Okay, but I believe 7187 and 6 was played, and there are again not many ties. 2 is locked in, setting up that threat in 5 that is not shared. That card was taken by Silver Dragon, and this card was played safely in 1. Titan was played safely in 1, and if we switch back to the position, you can see we have the same position. I think this is a logical way to get there. I think this is a fun position. There's 3 moves left, and we can calculate out all the options. What can red do best? Well, if they go somewhere like here, try to have 8764 as their sweeper, it is almost good because there are no captures the opponent has, but we don't quite take anything with our sweep. 8764, well, 4876 is not nearly as good a sweeper. We certainly don't win this way. We're not losing either way, though. If we go here, we do cover this in 8, but we don't cover this in 8, and again, we tie. If we go here, 4876 is a very good sweeper. Let's come back to this one. If we go in 7, I believe we lose. If we go in 7, not that 7 is likely to be correct, we've amusingly set ourselves up very nicely in 8, but we still have problems to this move. And the move we mentioned in 4, the nice point is 4876 now has pluses or plus walls against both. It combos against 7648, and it combos against 4242 because 6 plus 4 equals 8 plus 2. Math, it's beautiful. It also nicely, with the 4 facing down from 5, has the same against 7648, and not that it's needed, it has a plus versus 4242. So the win is 8764 in 4. And it's a nice win because I think this position looks quite appealing for second turn, right? They've locked in 3 cards, red has locked in 1 card. So to see at distance that you have kind of sweeping potential like this, either is quite lucky, but I think that is not the case here, or is really well calculated to realize that this position would be so favorable. Because instinctively, I look at this position and I think blue is doing well. But it turned out red was doing very well here. There is 1 tie here, and this would be a good position to solve or stop and try to find the tie. But your 1 tie is, drumroll, to capture an 8. And specifically capture an 8 in a way that can't be comboed, right? And the most likely way to, or the most likely squares to hold are 3 and 8. If those don't work, you check 4 and 7, but 3 and 8 are the squares you want to check first. This looks really appealing, but loses. This is the only one that can't be comboed, and if it's taken, we can dodge 4-8-7-6 on the final turn. And if it's taken this way, we can dodge 8-7-6-4 on the final turn as well. This one doesn't work because 8-7-6-4 is the capture. And if they start elsewhere, they usually set us up pretty well. So I think a nice win. Again, I'm not sure who this game was between. I just like getting to look at these games from a long time ago. And I think this one was pretty well played. This is the kind of mistake that I think you see good players make on move 6, where it looks like nothing worked, or it looks like it should be good, and also other moves look a lot less appealing. Like, what would you rather do? Play a safe move that locks in a card? Like, 2 cards just became safe that you didn't have? Or play a vulnerable move that locks in a card? Obviously, you want to play the safe move. It just happens that the sweepers work a lot better there. So, interesting game.